Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Just as I was expecting, I was very sore after the game. But what I didn't expect was that I'd be getting such bad news the next day when I talked to Coach. The news was devastating, especially since I'd already worked so hard to come back from this injury once. But because I had to come back once, I knew that with a cautious approach, I could come back again. I don't think I've ever been as nervous for the regular season as I was when I returned from injury. Felt like a rookie again. Only this time I knew I had even more to prove. I knew my time to step away would come eventually, but it would be a choice that I made, not a choice made for me because of an injury.
Angeles Rams taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Jefferson on the slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to
Plenty of excitement in this stadium and all throughout the league as we kick off another NFL season. And there's no shortage of storylines to keep an eye on across the NFL. But, Charles, what has you most intrigued about this matchup we're about to see?
Well, it's almost embarrassing to admit because it's essentially low-hanging fruit. But I'm as eager as everyone at home to see the return of one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He came back for one playoff game last year, but he admitted that might have been a premature return. Now with an entire offseason, training camp to prepare, he's ready to lead his team again.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Loose football. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
11 yards there, 1st down. Well, certainly they're hoping that he continues to pile up those completions. And, Charles, we heard him go on record and say during the offense, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Micah Kaiser. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They run. Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Being chased out left. They'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. run with Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play?
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39.
A gain of 12.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Viking. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They start the drive with Cook, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Flush to his right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. Before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
23-yard line.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson as the first half is won. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Forced out to his left. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. They
run it again with Cook. And they'll get him down is he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cook.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it. Cook. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He's brought down at the 4th.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And put this one in the left-hand column. Again, it's Cook. Pushing through the contact. Cook able to escape. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for goal. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And Reed with it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Open man, Higby, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It couldn't ask for a better start to the season than this one. And don't want to put too much stock in it, but a Week 1 win really in the return for a quarterback that they weren't sure would ever get back to what he once was.
And you and I both know there's going to be a lot of debate about whether or not he was looking better today than he has in the past. But what's not up for debate, they won the game. And in the process, I do think he made a lot of people question whether or not he'd be able to come back as a starter. Look just a little bit foolish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
She right got me.
I was pleased with how I played, and it felt like Coach's confidence was returning also. I really believe we had a decent chance of turning the season around.
Soldier Field in Chicago. It's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
7-yard line.
2nd and 5. Now he's flushed out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
By the receiving team.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Phillips. This one caught by Isabella. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
To throw is Phillips on 1st and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Able to find Isabella. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now Phillips on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Bears, first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. James White, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game, all right? There's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT.
Greg Joseph.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes left side. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw on second down. Phillips. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
The quarterback is sacked.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
16.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
On the return, Phillips. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Phillips. Throwing on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
At the 30-yard line.
Phillips now looking to throw on second down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Wiggles free. Still going. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So we've come upon... Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my Apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established. But in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Phillips to throw on 2nd down. That's Isabella open on the right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the gun on 3rd down, Phillips. And that is incomplete. So the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 23. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
No, he was only allowed up until...
I was allowed to take it in the first day back, and then after that, we wanted to go back in the following kick.
Didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now.
They were giving me an hassle the last week before I even had the baby. Because the guy only did it to the 24th.
Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards.
And my manager kind of got really mad about it too.
We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks,
We put it for the 24th and not the 30th.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Jack! Leave her alone.
And he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. They're going to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll roll it out right. He can run for it, and he will. That's right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow.
And he's going to have to eat this.
Damn it.
Down he goes. Akeem Hicks racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, not a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzes.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll buy some time right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
All I remember is
so the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do.
No.
Players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On the return, Phillips. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to run it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But Sunday, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Phillips. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really
He's trying to move his ball all the way.
This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
13 yards the tally on the
Why it took so long for me to go back, that's why I was worried so long.
As they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Again, this is Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check and on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. That is an absolute backbreaker.
That's a daddy.
That passing play wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth.
No chance of
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I'm still worried about my cojones.
Last two plays. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Escaping the pressure. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is...
He told me to get snipped.
Right? They're worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
He straight up looked at me and says, "You need to get snipped, sir." You know what? I don't need that input from you too, ma'am.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue.
Yeah, but still, I have to go under for that. You know that, right?
This was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that has not been the case. Darnell Mooney, the target there, but it's going to be
hysterectomy. You have to do the same thing. I have to go completely under. Because they have to go into my nuts. Yeah, they snip a little thing in my nuts and then they get in them. Oh, I'm still gonna do it, but I still have. Yeah, I'm still gonna get it done. I mean, I don't want any more kids. I'm tapped out. I'm cool. I'll get some sperms frozen. What? The same place I get my sperm frozen, a sperm bank. The same place I get this sperm bank, I bet you they do it because that's where they would freeze the sperm. Just like they could freeze some of your eggs.
To throw is Phillips on 1st and 10. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. Given 9 there on the first down.
I'm hearing myself talk. That's what I'm hearing.
Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down.
It's right to me. It's like to be done on the fucking stream and it's in the back. Hearing myself talk.
Here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions.
Yeah, because if Megan wants to watch the back, I can't do it on what I normally stream on.
And 3 yards to go.
Now Phillips from the gun on 3rd down.
Do they?
And that will
cool.
be incomplete.
All my videos on YouTube? Cool. You get to hear all the funny conversations I have at night.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here.
Oh, I have so many funny conversations during the night.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
There's nobody going to hit Trubisky. It's Phillips.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Hey, another block. Nope.
And this time he gets it to
I got
go.
one this
It is
game.
up and good.
Yep.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Handoff comes to Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, happier than.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one, no doubt. But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in
the
your
last
division.
2 weeks. Last month.
Each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home.
They had their guns. Then there was a shelter-in-place order when you were at work one day. So I was alone with the kids when that happened. The break-ins that happened at the house, the fire. Lord.
It's alright, you're the only one that heard it is us. Until someone watches the video.